What's going on, y'all? How you guys doing? Jeffrey here with a Little Lou's Barbecue. Welcome back to my outdoor kitchen. Well, we're in week 2 of NFL preseason, and we're in week 2 of our game day playlist series. And today we're gonna make one of my family's favorite snacks, smoked cream cheese. The whole point of this playlist is to give you guys an option, a list of ideas of some quick snacks, some quick food options that you can make your family for whether it's game day, get together with your family and friends, or a birthday party or whatever it is. And smoked cream cheese is one of my family's favorites, so we're going to go ahead and jump right in. So I just got 2 blocks of just some normal Philadelphia cream cheese that I bought from my local grocery store. And for today, we have a couple of flavor profiles of our seasoning that you can go with. You can either do like our Sweet Hog Hot, if you want like a sweeter cream cheese profile at the end, sweeter flavor, which we typically do, or if you want something that's going to go really well with like Mexican dishes and stuff like that, our fajita seasoning is actually really good on this dish. But today we're going to go actually with our OG Sweet Hog. And the reason that I'm going to do that is because typically when we do smoked cream cheese, we want like a sweeter flavor profile, kind of similar to essentially like cheesecake or something like that. So to start the process, we're actually going to, before we season, we're actually just going to score our cream cheese across the top, kind of like we would with a pork butt. And the reason for this is not because it does anything to the cook. It does really allow the seasoning to kind of like get into the cream cheese a little bit more, but it's really more for like presentation. So we're just going to go across the top and score. You can use any knife for this. I am using just a boning knife here. So we're just going to score this just kind of like we would a pork butt. So we're going to go cross hatches. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take our Sweet Hog seasoning and we're just going to season the top. We don't want to be super liberal about this because we're just going for kind of like a sweet profile, but we don't want to overdo it. So we're just going to season the top here of our cream cheese. And we're not going to worry about the sides or anything because this is a 2-step process. We'll be doing something else later. Cool. So now that this is done, we'll go ahead and talk time and temperature. This is going to be a quick cook. So we're cooking on the Pit Boss Austin XL. We're going 225 degrees for about 20 to 30 minutes, depending on how much smoke you want on your cream cheese. I am using cherry pellets today because I do like the flavor profile. I believe that any fruit wood is going to give you a really sweet profile. We don't want anything that's like overtly smoky. So typically with this, I'll stay away from things like post oak and hickory and that sort of stuff. So apple, cherry, even pecan are great seasonings. So we're going to go ahead and get this cream cheese on the Pit Boss. I am just cooking it on just like this cast iron skillet here, but we're going to go ahead and get this on the Pit Boss. We're going to let it go for about 20-25 minutes, maybe a little bit longer depending on the smoke, and then we'll be back for the next part of the process. So we're going to get this on here. Well, it's been 20 minutes. We're going to go ahead and get this cream cheese off the smoker, and then we're going to do the next part of the process. All right, so our cream cheese is starting to look good here. The seasoning's kind of sweat off a little bit. It's kind of getting a little bit softer here, which is exactly what we're looking for. So for the next part of this process, we're going to go with a glaze on the cream cheese to kind of add some fruity flavor. It helps, it looks good presentation wise, but also again gives us some really nice flavor. For this part of the process, you can do any jam or jelly or glaze, but we're going with this Texas pepper jelly. This is Texas pepper jelly rib candy. This is the apple cherry habanero. It is kind of like my favorite flavor profile for ribs, chicken and turkey and stuff like that, but I think it also goes really good on the cream cheese here. I am a sweet heat guy. I do love sweet heat. The apple cherry habanero, it's not going to be too hot when it melts down. So we're going to go ahead and open this up here, and we're just going to glaze gently, lightly, the top of this cream cheese here. Perfect. And we're going to do the other one here. All right, so now that this is done, we are going to go ahead and get this cream cheese back on the smoker. We're going to go about probably 5 additional minutes here. And then one thing that I am going to do, actually, I am going to put a little bit more of our seasoning on top. This is just our Sweet Hog seasoning. So we're going to put some more of this on top here. And then we are going to get this back on the smoker for about another 5 minutes until this tacks up, and we'll be back when we're done. Well, it's been another 5 minutes here. Our rib candy is tacked up. We're going to go ahead and take a club cracker, and we're going to dive into the smoked cream cheese. For this, you can do any cracker you want, but I prefer the club cracker. So here we go. The sweetness of our Sweet Hog seasoning mixed with the Texas pepper jelly rib candy, the apple cherry habanero. Let me tell you guys, this is the perfect game day snack. Thanks for hanging out with us. Remember, be sure to like, subscribe, and comment on these videos. It does help us continue to bring these free cooking videos to you every single week. Go to our website, sign up. You'll get emails every week. You'll get a discount on your first purchase when you sign up. We'll see you guys next time.